Alright, what up YouTube? This is going to be day 2 of the new-ish Discipline Swordsman, starting at T1. And allegedly, for sake of some quality of life, allegedly, while I was off stream, I chopped up another approximately 1 commodity deed or 2 to afford 20 skill orbs. So I'm just going to eat all these. That'll take my skill cap to 720. And what I'm going to do with those 20 skill points is train alchemy, because I want my potions to last a little longer. I think it's really important for Dexxers to maintain their 3 alchabuff potions. So I now have 20 alchemy, and I'm going to set that to go down and let focus go up. So we're sort of cheating, but for sake of quality of life and getting into the meat of things, I think that's very valid. It's pretty easy to just gather passively on 2 accounts and get a little bit of money. And today I think we're just gonna find us a good grind spot or 2 and work on our warrior stance and work on getting pressure points maxed in the codex. So per usual, we are disciplined. We need to get drunk to maintain our buff, because being drunk, every time it hicks, it spends a mana, which activates the discipline mana spent requirement for these bonuses. I also need to eat my food, because food gives 5% attack speed. I think I'm pretty good on supplies otherwise. Grab a couple extra potions. I was liking Oawary, so I think we're gonna go straight to Oawary today and try to finish out this T2. Oh man, my meditation, no. Well, that's fine. Meditation will go down at some point. Let's let the med go down first. No, we're gonna spend some gold here. Withdraw 12. Let's not do that, it's ugly. What a noob. What a noob I am. I mean, focus is about to ruin it too. So my build, I don't have parry. I opted for resist instead of parry if this is your first time seeing this guy. I'm surviving just fine by maintaining my potions and playing kind of smart. And resist gives me a little bit of durability in PVM. It makes me more survivable against PKs, but the big thing it does is gives me 8% swing speed. So I'm almost swing speed capped without needing to invest links or aspect into it. We'll go Oawary, get a little bit of grind in, and then figure out what we want to do from there. Warm up real quick, make sure all my stuff's on. Apastic, if you want to just AFK hiding all the way up, that would probably be the best quality of life for your build. But for stealth, just do it naked in town. What up, Turkey Jar? I just started. I'm excited about it. I think I can probably grind to at least T3. And I kind of want to actually measure my GPH a little bit, just to kind of see what we're actually doing, because I'm kind of all over the place. Yesterday I explored a lot, tested a lot of dungeons, ran around a bit, Probably doesn't hurt to actually meet or something to see where we're at. If you guys want the best hotkey in the game, in my opinion, it is this guy. Let's make it large. Everyone, I think, should have this hotkey. Or at the very least, just the top 3 bits. This hotkey attacks the nearest monster and targets it. So if you're a bard or a mage, it'll use your Discordance or Peace or your Flame Strike. If you're staff mage, it'll attack it. It's such a good hotkey. Very, very recommend. I really want to get back to the Lich room. I think that's probably like my best grind spot at my current progression. Hopefully my Lito will be cool. He was grinding... He was farming on a red down in OS 3 as a trapper, I think, yesterday. Streaming it. Pulled on like 4 or 5 things at a time and then nuking them with a trap. It's actually pretty good farm, TBH. If I maintain my alk pots and make sure I don't lose my drunkenness, this should be pretty smooth. Especially for being like such low aspect. You can see we're 48% swing speed. The cap is 50%. That's what resist is doing for me. These guys are a pain. I don't really want to kill them, but maybe I'll just kill one. Both is a little spicy. I don't want the mummy. He does a really nasty disease. I don't want to deal with the mummy and the ragwitch at the same time, really. We got a little bit too much stuff right here. Yeah, rip 20 alk. Oh no, a vow! What? What am I doing? Why is a vow going up? What did I cast to gain a vow? Oh, I used the skill to like animal lore. No turkey jar. I don't have strong box on this guy. That would be really nice. Because these trips do be pretty quick. 3 things is a little too much, I think. Need to chill out. There's a red. He has parry too. I don't have a fast weapon to swap to try to interrupt. GG. And this guy is just gonna come loot. Didn't do anything. What a punk. Graphic mod, what do you mean? Oh, for menus? Like the skills? No. Oh man. Bad rope on mine. This is not a productive farm session yet. Bro, skills is somewhere, right here. About a third of the way down in general. Use standard skills gump, just uncheck that. Bro, I just want to farm. This is not a very good representation of my GPH yet. We're gonna start that over. These darn reds interrupting. The sucky part about that is, since he didn't kill anybody, he can come back in 15 minutes. It's kind of annoying. Not much of a lockout. These are so good, I think. I think this is like perfect grind spot for this build. Yeah, it's level 2. So something I did versus that red, a lot of reds and PvPers are alchemy mages, and they will cast telekinesis on you, which, if you don't know, is this, and it makes that fancy sound whenever they put it on you. They throw a potion on you, which explodes after 5 seconds. But if you are adjacent to them at the time it explodes, it'll deal damage to them as well and interrupt them if they're casting a spell. So I timed it right to interrupt his spell and get some damage in on him. Resist kept me alive though, there, for sure. I wouldn't fight reds without resist. I think we're gonna sit in this spot until we're T2. I think it's really good. Need to pull one of these. They're not really wanting to come over here. Come along, bro. The main thing that's letting me do this, I think, is the alchemy potions. Strength gives me 120 hit points, of course. Agility gives me 120 stam, which lets me have some cushion. You lose swing speed if you're below 100 stamina. So that gives me room to like lose some stam without actually losing DPS. And then greater resist potions are 30% magic damage reduction, and they stack with everything. If you don't have it already though, work on getting self-treatment maxed, because that knocks off 3 seconds from your bandage timers. From here, my points are going to go into pressure points for some damage. I'm just buying my potions at the moment. Keg is like 2,500 to 3k for 100 potions. It's not too bad. But that's also why I wanted this little bit of alchemy, because it doubles the duration, basically. This guy concurs that this is a good spot to grind. Mr. Tristan. Cool. Wonder if that red's gonna come back. Are there any societies I'm missing out on right now? Yeah, it is. The weapon is the most important thing. Like, you can get by with store-bought armor. You really need a good weapon, though. The accuracy and the damage is very important. Exactly. Come on in here, dude. Punk. These darn backstabbers. I mean, you will be. Lag. Yeah, one more mob, yeah. Iconic. I'll take some of that XP. I can't loot it, but it's all XP, so who cares? Make sure my crim loot and crim heal are prevented. Arms lore is really important too for DPS. A lot of people are opting to drop arms lore for resist so they can keep parry. I think everyone should at least try without parry and just see how it goes. Resist is actually giving you quite a bit of mitigation. Meh, it's not great, Scarab. It works obviously, but it's not great. It doesn't have armor crush like macing, and it doesn't have a good special like swords. It's not ideal. Free money? We're not leaving until we get max discipline. No Scarab, they changed it. It's got its own special, but it's just not a good one now. Yeah, it's not great. Backstabber right here is gonna steal this. Murder him. True. I love that proc. And we are done looting. I mean, we still got like 7,500 G to go. Alright. May as well bank. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't take much time. I did get a phylactery. Lightning is worth like 10k maybe. We can always check the portal. Yeah, so easy 10k on that phylactery. That's actually pretty good. Do I have a vendor on this one yet? No, I don't. I just don't like sitting still. Gorm. I just like running around like a madman. Yo, that person had quite a bit of potions. That's actually kind of nice. And a bag of regs. That's cool. That's something. Yeah, there's no real advantage directly for just running around. There are a lot of monsters who have, or which have, directional abilities, like Ember Drakes, for example, in Nucero, have a cone. And if you're on the backside of them, that cone won't hit you. Get these casters. Smoking me down because there's 3 of them and I don't have my potions running. I got a vendor on like day 2 of my mage playthrough for only 2,500 gold. And I made like a couple 100,000 on it just from stuff I looted. Like I got lucky on a couple of drops, like a research mat, shadow core, fortune core. But everything adds up. Even like arcane scrolls, 10 arcane scrolls is like 14k. These darn rag witches. So annoying. I feel like I missed them more than I should. They only have 80 wrestling. Yeah, definitely get your vendor ASAP so you don't have to deal with Discord trades for like one item at a time. Don't aim for the legs. Yeah, exactly. True. Yeah, true. Vendor is very nice for relieving storage. I never had storage issues on the mage playthrough. Like even without a shelf or stockpile or anything. Oh, I bet you my Swords Codex. Yeah, we got another warrior upgrade. That is more accuracy and damage and defense. Swing speed's slowly going up from focus going up. I'm gonna lock my alchemy to get that 2 Eval down. Flaying is good, but it's not as good as it could be until later on when you get higher special chance on your mastery chain. I really like warrior early on. Accuracy and damage and defense is always useful. Flaying is only a bonus when you special. And like me right now, I'm only 18% special because I have 80 arms lore. Let's pull this Lich out. Yeah, I mean, if you have some good items that people are buying and are willing to meet for, even in singles, I mean, you can definitely make some quick cash through Discord. I just think it's really nice quality of life to be able to go take all your stuff, dump it, and then come back in a couple hours and grab all your money. Healer's Codex, now we get some more damage, pressure points. I'm going to pull this Lich out. I don't want to go in there and then be trapped in case there's stealth reds that want to come in and like wall me. So that's just like an awareness thing. Obviously if there's a bunch of reds or stealth reds I'm going to die anyway. But at least out here I have a small chance to not get pinned in. That's just like a thing that's going through my brain. Like at any point if you're in a dungeon, ask yourself, is this spot a dead end where I will die if reds come? Is it wallable? Yeah. If you didn't know, the difficulty is also their gold value. So he's worth 414 gold and XP. So you can use that to kind of gauge if some stuff is worth or not for you. So the XP is fixed. Always. He's going to be 414, so 3407 plus 414. We will be at 3821 when that guy dies. But the gold value is like plus or minus 10% of that. So he dropped 407. What did I say? 3821? It rounded. But you can see it's pretty accurate. This is too many things. Yeah, Outlands uses banker's rounding, if you don't know what that is. A murder. Paragon. I want to kill that Paragon Lich. That could be money. If I get lucky. So Paragons drop a lesser or a medium, which is regular, or a greater Paragon chest, which has loot according to the rarity. That's a small, so that's a lesser one. The graders, you can just sell the chest outright for like 150k. Lesser is not worth very much, but it's guaranteed to have at least like one little valuable drop, like a core or something. It said Paragon above his name. They're a little stronger. In the expansion, whenever that happens, they will be labeled their rarity, and they will drop that level of chest. Try to get this guy up here. Come along, sir. Just trying to get better positioning so I don't get extra monsters, and I kind of have a awareness. Yeah, Paragons are very rare, but you do see them. I think it's worth, if you get a greater Paragon, to just sell it if you're new. Unless you like to gamble. But generally speaking, you're going to get more. Alright. 2 murders. Is he running from a red? What I don't want to happen is like reds come from this way and then also work together in a group and come from that way. I don't want to get sandwiched. We'll just play it safe. Yeah, true. Yeah, the chests are neat. For sure. Get out of my pack, bro. Gonna play with the great axe for a few. Great axe is basically just a halberd. Just doing it for fun because I like the big hits sometimes over the speed. Generally speaking, you want to be using a two-hander though, no matter what. Unless you need to be tanky. But for DPS, I think two-hand is the way because it gives 20% melee damage. You can see it somewhere. There it is. 20%. Two-handed, 20%. My man. Another disciplined guy using a burst weapon. He needs a an exceptional, and he's just got vendor stuff. He needs to buy player crafted. Yeah, right. That's one of the first things I do on any playthrough is like go to buy a very affordable good weapon. Like bronze is 1000 G, I think. Take that straight from Shelter Island. Yeah. I love this stuff. I want to loot that red corpse. See if it's got anything. I really like the burst class weapons. I think they're fun. Even if they're not better DPS on paper. Those are pretty good bleeds, because we hit hard. Hey, and we got a T-map. There's a lunette. Let's go level our discipline. No reason to keep going. Our sole purpose is aspect grind right now, so. What kind of map is that? Level 2 map. Treasure map 2. Is worth about 6k. Not bad. I'm thinking a summoner series which also fits a little bit of lockpicking and does treasure maps would be cool. Because you only need like 50 lockpicking to be able to do the maps. You just need an alt with cartography to decode them. Yeah, absolutely. Like running level 1 and 2 maps is probably a pretty good grind for a fresh guy that has a decoder. Apastic, the bleed is based on the damage you deal. So if you hit really hard, your bleeds will be bigger. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I need Discipline Core. I'm gonna go to this one because I value my time a smidge and it has multiples, even though it's a little bit more expensive. That is outside Horseshoe Bay, so 104A. I could either go do the shenanigans with recall scrolls or just run to it because I know approximately where that is. It's not that far. Need to get a coffee refill here soon. They are doing a caravan. This is my buddy Tier's house. Fantastic decorator. Ah, that's awesome. He got one of the glowing barrels that has the giant UI for his vendor stuff. That's sick. So I need 2 cores. And just for safety, let's just send them to the bank. Because I'm going to look for a distill now. W145. Okay, we are going to use the normal method for this one. I have here some recall scrolls. I'll grab 2 just in case I misdrop one of them. So I'm going to run to the Moon Gate and go to Cambria and use my go-to Witcher rune spot. And that was 145, it says. It says that on the vendor name. That's a good way for people to label their vendors so people can quickly reference where to go. So the top book, dropping a recall scroll into it, and then recalling to 145. Hammer. Couldn't be me. What up, man? Just gonna send it to the bank because I didn't hide, just a little safer. Alright, T2 coming up. So I'm gonna put these in a trapped pouch and not open it, but put it in my pack and I can still spend them from there. Just a small thief prevention thing. Grab a few more potions. Yeah, always be considering that there could be a thief nearby, because there probably is. We're good on food for a little bit. I am not drunk enough. Need to be a wee bit more drunk. And I'm in town, I might as well just buy a couple more ciders to be safe. T2. Feels pretty good. 90% accuracy. That's pretty solid for like a fresh guy. Where are we at on our codices? Codices. I wish there were more places with like Lich type stuff. Because I don't want to be too boring, but like this is premium for me right now. I feel like the low level casters are goated for what I'm doing right now. You did. Yeah, we played what did we play? I don't know, you sent me the website and I think I hopped on there. Hammer. I really don't want to deal with those rag witches. This is another little spot where I'm being mindful of reds. Ah, I gotcha. So someone purchased it and is gonna like officially do it. There's another couple MOBAs on Steam I was looking at. I think I'm over screen scrolling games, kind of. Like, if it's not centered on my screen, and that's just how you play, I don't think I'm interested. A little too much micro for me. Come PvP, man. Reds are pretty busy during evening hours and prime time. They just get in groups and make their rounds. Join Path or CFC Alliance. Get the callouts. Was it bad discounts? See, Hammer, they need you. And you would play at night, so come anti-PK. Oh, dude, that sucks. That's so annoying when they camp gates or like recall spots. Dang, that sucks. You always lose the fame like right whenever you get super close. Only if you don't have it. You lose fame when you die. Hammer. I kind of want to grab the halberd just for the bonk sound it makes. Little frosty boy. Living his best life. I have no idea, Hammer. Double team, go. He's got finishers. I'm jealous. Be a while before we get finishers on this guy. Camson has like mega wrestling, right? I don't need to be in level 3, like, just the accuracy alone is kind of a struggle bus in here. Like, we can do some stuff, but I don't know if it's really efficient. No healing, please. Let's try something a little spicier. Like this guy. I don't see why that wouldn't work. Snowman. Fishing is kind of a sleeper skill. Like, the codex is really good. I don't see any problems with that plan. Come on, dummy. What's this guy's intelligence, like 24? He can still do a really annoying disease on melee. Just want to make sure I don't mess up and accidentally get diseased twice, because it's like a 25 damage disease. It's mitigated by my anatomy and the little bit of damage resistance on my armor, but still don't want to overdo it. I can also use close wounds, of course, and drink my potions and all that, but better to play a little safe. I'm respecting Melito, even if I don't think he's going to attack me. I'm respecting his space and not just being stupid and standing here and thinking the red is being a cool guy. Because some reds are very opportunistic and will kind of let you be. But then if you are hurt or in a bind, they'll just dump on you. So even if they're historically cool and don't attack you, just give them space and pretend that they are going to attack you and position accordingly. Looks like he's going to farm. $1,200, man, that's not worth. I think one more trip and it'll be time to grab a container ID wand for my magic item bag here. Go ahead and eat my food and I'll grab another one. We'll grab some more potions. Good on rope. How we doing on bandages? I need bandages. Change it up a little bit. I meant to go get more coffee. Dang it. It's too late now, we're committed. Rip. Disarmed. I always have my weapon of choice on my counter bar up here on the top left. You can set hotkeys on your counter bar slots for convenience of using whatever item is in that slot. FYI. Someone remind me to get coffee and to get a halberd next trip. I think the vinekins are what backstabs, right? Ranch. It's my dude. I think Summoner will be the next series, and I am going to fit in a cartography alt character to decode the maps, and I'll do some level 1 and 2 maps on the Summoner as well as like farm normally. I missed. I want to go to the far east in here and try out the spellcaster bugs. I'm honestly not familiar with level 1, so I don't know where sneaky, dangerous backstabber monsters are, like this chick, the Vinekin. She about killed me on my mage playthrough. Caught me off guard. Good old earth swordsman. I've literally never been in this room. I thought about looking for like a wilderness spot, but I feel like reds are very advantaged against this particular build in the wilderness because they can be on you instantly. I don't have tracking, and I'm going to be injured since I'm a melee Dexxer. So sounds like a bad idea to me. Bad tiles? I couldn't rope there. Somebody died. Free money. Don't mind if I do. It's a good question, Worm Dog. It's just a little cheaper, and I want the specials to hit harder, I guess. It's probably better to use Enemy of One since it works on every hit, since my special chance is so low. You're probably right. That might just be habit from playing my main. I will try to use Enemy of One instead. Since my special chance is lower. If you have melee special links, you want to use Consecrate. I can't kill that guy. He does a really, really nasty ability that I don't like. That's a cool look. She looks very foresty. Are these free potions? Oh, they're lessers. Skills are going up. I don't know, we might stop at 90 focus and keep 10 alchemy. Focus is so good though. Gives you defense, gives you swing speed, gives you accuracy. Such a baller skill. Healer's Codex point. I need another point though for the second. Thank you, Marty. Free essence. Free money, free essence. At this point in the game, it's like 100% always gonna scavenge. If I see something like free money and free essence is so good. Halberd. Coffee. And I think it's time to go get a container ID wand. This is a lot. 82 items. You don't have to type it all out perfectly. If you type it in the correct order, it knows what you're talking about. 203, 204. Let's grab our 2 recalls. I don't have any mana at all, actually. We're gonna have to do it this way. And I actually don't have mana to get home. I need to take off a little bit of plate so I can get some mana back. That's one downside of being a drunk discipline user. There's no mana ever. I should have my Sacred Journey available after I go buy this. Yeah, 10 intelligence, literally. $4,300. I'm just gonna send it to the bank. Okay, we're actually good on mana now since I took off my plate. Let's put it all back on now. Use the wand on the bag. Put the wand back away. Oh, I need a tool. Like a sewing kit or something. Yeah, there's gold on the ground over here. What? That was like 11k gold. I'm rich. Somebody goofed, was overweight selling their gems. We're rich. Wormdog, I have a video on how to use the portal, but whenever you click this spot right here, underneath vendor, it links up to the client and pops this open. Then you click locate and it'll show you the arrows and you can set your map position to where it is. And whenever you get close enough, you can click open containing bag and it'll actually open it up for you. Pretty sick system they got here. Please no. No QOL nerfs. We need all the QOL. Can I even hold that bag? I don't think I can. I can. Let's look at a couple things. Let's see if there's any instruments which might be supreme. I'm not going to check everything. I'm just taking a quick little gander. 99% of stuff is like just trash. I like to look at plate mail pieces because sometimes they're fortification or invul and that's worth some money. But this is all just fuel for the aspect. Okay, so we are going to recycle all magical, begin recycling, target self, and they're all gone. And that was worth 875 essence. I'm just going to double click it and use it on myself, and I suck it up into here. Then that fuels our aspect. And eventually, if you get a surplus of essence, you can spend 25k on your first echo, which is what I recommend anyone and everyone do eventually. You also get all these raw materials whenever you recycle everything. It adds up over time. Oh, that's a bummer, worm, but I'm glad you know now. I'm checking my supplies, and then we'll be probably going back. We'll go somewhere else. I just want to try another spot or two before I go back to Oawary. Let me take a bio and grab a coffee. I'll be right back. we back. I need to get some clip or 2 or 3 of just like random high level farming for when I'm not quite present or AFK at the stream, instead of leaving y'all hanging. Okay, we are drunk. We have food. What up, Chris? What are you doing, nerd? That's a thief. Get out of my bag. Sorry for you, I don't recall. Bruh, I don't know where to go. Infernus Sanctuary. Let's try a little bit of Cavern. Nobody watches me for PvP, Hammer. I'm not a PvPer. The chill effects are gonna be gnarly, I feel like. Like randomly bursted down. Yeah! Hey, they got a cool Pulmah hip lantern or whatever it is. Looks nice in Cav, you can actually see it. Wish I could save up enough for my weapon ability. It's gonna be a long time though. Six out of 12 needed. Slowly but surely. I need a place with like all weak casters. Like a bunch of this kind of stuff. I'm not calling him weak. It was a joke. This is a really good difficulty value though for where I'm at right now. Keeping reds in mind, I don't want to go like west into the actual lake area, like deep in there, because it's a big dead end. And if a group of reds comes from either of these directions, I'm way over there. I don't have anywhere to run except towards them. Just random awareness, thought process. So this is a buddy in Discord. I was suspicious that they might not attack, but I don't want to like always assume that I'm not going to get attacked even if they've been cool before, like I was saying earlier. It's better to pretend that the reds are going to attack you and respect their space. I don't know how they knew it was me, to be honest. Not even close. Couldn't be Wes. What's the flavor now? What do you mean? Flavor of the month? Frost swords. Frost swords is the most common and probably potentially the most effective. Not guaranteed. There are some things that are better, but There's a lot of really good stuff though. Like everything kind of does well at the moment. Oh man. Frost just ramps a chill effect, and that chill is a multi. It also has like a cheat death kind of mechanic. Triggers whenever you get to 50 health and keeps you alive for 5 seconds. No, chill is just a damage multi for you and your pets. But you don't have to be using pets or anything else. All damage you and the pets do will ramp the chill effect up to whatever the max of it is. Very good suit. Very expensive. It's actually the meta suit for any pet damage or some Dexxer builds. Yeah, it does okay. Tamer doesn't scale as well into late game, but it does really well still. Summoner is more DPS, but both work for sure. No, not Dexxer. You don't have to do anything if you're in Frost with pets. Like the pets will ramp the damage themselves. Let's try some rag witches. Ooh, I don't want the nightmare. He does ranged disease that I don't want to deal with. I guess I'm killing this thing. I didn't want 2 of them. What? What are your golds right now, Hammer? I mean, follower damage is a lower priced link, but it's not useless. Like Tamers and summoner pet damage builds use it. I could probably... Well, no, I don't have the links. I was gonna say I would demonstrate some summoner gameplay, like some high level summoner gameplay. But I do not have the links at the moment. I don't have a set of corrupted running. And I'm too poor to afford them. I wonder if we could kill a Skelly dragon. finna find out. No, not at all, dude. I'm 35 links on the main, but I did not particularly grind redline like some people. When the expansion happened, I almost exclusively did time because I wanted to get all the server firsts. I got the time redline trophy for my paper doll, and I did all of the time first time achievements. I did like 100 mil in there almost. Max is 50 links. But the grind is crazy. No, you're not. I don't remember if they do a conal breath attack or what. It is a cone. That's good, so I can actually probably handle these. As long as I don't goof and get hit by that. Bone cone. What's up, Ulrich? I don't like standing so close to this transition because reds could come in loaded and hot and I would have no time to respond. I need to make like 1 or 2 YouTube videos that are like actual tips type stuff. I think I might do like a aspect kit / recommendations video. I think that might be helpful for a lot of noobs right now. Mob mechanics? Yeah. I agree, Ulrich, but also not everyone playing this game wants to think about mob mechanics. A lot of people just want to play a JSON script and let it run and grind and levels go up while they watch Netflix or something. Which is perfectly fine too. I did think it was really funny when I was playing like high level Arcane Mage in Aegis 4 and one guy said, "Where can I get the script?" And he literally meant it. He was not joking. He thought it was some script that was like doing backflips and rope teleports and all that all over the place. It's like, bruh. It's like, no, I'm actually playing the game. These are pretty good XP, to be honest. 1270. Yeah. I am T2 Discipline. On my way to T3. I'm working on getting my 3rd rank in Warrior Stance. And we are almost a click away from level 2 pressure points, and I got my self-treatment maxed for faster bandages. It's moving. feel like we're doing okay for low aspect. It's not like fast grind, but it's getting the job done. Yeah, absolutely. Discipline is a great suit, man. Like, even though it's cheap and budget, it's a really, really, really good suit. It's one of the top performers. It's like top 4, probably. Discipline actually has really high mitigation. Like, T13 is 32%. That's pretty good DR. Later, Hammer. Thanks for hanging out. Well, yeah, not everything is going to have Holy or Lightning or Frost extra stuff, but Discipline offers good damage on top of that, and the finisher thing is really nice too. The finisher threshold increase, particularly in like level 3 dungeons. I'm gonna go back to the Liches after this one, but I'm gonna just go bank. Blood armor is very good. And alchemy is like awesome. I just can't really fit it reliably. Not 80 anyway. Why are these other skills going up? I'm gonna have to retrain my alchemy. Nice, Friday. Yeah, Blood Arcane Mage is very popular. Let's train alchemy, because I keep leveling skills for some reason. Alchemy will go down while focus goes up some more, because I want more accuracy and swing speed. We're almost at cap. I'm a noob. Apastic. I've never once looked at skills tab in Razor. It's my first time. First time playing. Let's see. Getting low on my potions, so let's fill those up again. think I'm good on supplies. Got enough rope. I'm just gonna eat another food, because why not? It's close enough. Make sure I'm drunk. Drunk enough. I'm gonna repair. I haven't hit a repair in a while. If I get some good loot, I'll grab a vendor somewhere. Just haven't yet. Is it this? Like, why is it doing that? That's Control Shift. Or do you mean, am I spamming it like this? Yeah, that's Control Shift. I have Control Shift as several hotkey modifiers. From long before that was a thing. And I'm not going to change it. It's muscle memory at this point. I would go try Inferno, but it's Sanctuary, and Sanctuary has half XP. And 1 billion people. Jeez. Yeah, I guess Sanctuary is really popular, which is good. I'm just in the business of getting XP, so. Oh yeah, Society too, huh? That makes sense. God, this sound is so bad. You want a comprehensive guide on aspects? Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. I'd like to record and put out a video today that just talks about something new player friendly. And I think aspects is the way. Yeah. I'm a big advocate of 25 society points for a bronze reforge. That's quick money. That can fund so much stuff. Are my liches available? They are. Ah! That guy's a good player. I need to not get ganked here. I know he looked like he was leaving. He could also come back with friends. Yep. Well, like I said. They want to get this wall off right here. Called that. He might come back with friends, and there he is, yep. That was also a very good demonstration of why rope is so important. I was not PvP flagged yet, and they were not either. They were trying to use rope teleport to get ahead of me, and they would have if I didn't also get 2 ropes off. You need to use rope and get very familiar with it. use it all the time, know your hotkey, get comfortable with the distance, like the 10. Yeah, discounts, I will probably do an aspect kit, the one you get from the quest video, and I will talk about what to consider unlocking and what I would recommend for newer players and why. I think that might be better. This thing. Nice. Yeah, the cheaper ones you don't even need to use this aspect kit on. You can just buy them outright and save this for expensive stuff like Frost, Lightning, Void, Arcane, Harvest if you want, Fortune if you want. But I think my new stance is encouraging people to play lower, like cheaper aspects. Maybe a mid-range like Eldritch or Holy is fine, but leveling up the expensive ones is just so much money, man. Nobody can sustain that. Well, congrats on leveling to 9. 10 is like a huge milestone, to be honest. Yeah, you can, Snowman. It's bracket weapon ability number. Like that. That would be spin slash. You just set a hotkey in CUO. Like this. That is a few too many Eldritch Drakes. Void Armor is very popular for mages because it bypasses the enemy resist and armor if you're Dexxer, but most Dexxers don't use it. But the health regen, stam regen, mana regen is very good. And the proc is the best single target DPS proc in the game. Makes you do a lot more to your target for 15 seconds after you proc. That was actually a pretty fast kill. I worry about this spot because it's easy to get sandwiched from both sides if reds are running in a group. Artisan core is actually worth money, so that's cool. That's like almost 50k for Artisan core. That's money. That's if you're new and really consider like worried about money. That is worth leaving for to go bank. But at the very minimum, I threw it in a trap pouch so I don't get it instantly stolen. Yeah, that's good money. That's a good drop. Yeah, this place is busy, dude. Looks like boss runs. Lyric Fencer doing well. Oh yeah, true, maybe. Trying to find my leader. Why you gotta steal my stuff, bro? Punk. That's good stuff, yeah. Halfway to 3. If we keep farming this kind of stuff, it's worth like 1,000 plus gold each. It won't take that long. Yeah, Bard Trapper can do some huge nukes. Trapping is really good anyway, but it takes it's a lot to get it going, and it kind of needs a big chain, a lot of progression to be effective. I am now the fair. He is only worth 370. What did I get? Is that my healing codex? Yup. Level 2 pressure points, more damage. That guy looks similar to the Arcane Mage that was around this area yesterday. Of course, I guess anyone with a blue newbie clothes and an aspect suit on is gonna look kind of similar. Yo, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess they all do look the same, huh? This guy went the Bard Archer route. That's cute. I'll leave him to it. I don't want to take his stuff. He's provoing like a professional. I like my little default dye tub robe. Covering up this plate a little bit. So it's not so obvious I'm Mind Blast bait. It's still pretty obvious. Most Dexxers are Mind Blast bait. This is gonna be another longer YouTube video. Like a 3-hour one. Because I'd like to get T3 done. Man, they hurt. That ability hurts so bad. That's the way to do it. Full plate does look really good, in my opinion. Who is listening on computer speakers versus like a proper headset versus an Apple headset versus their phone? I'm curious how the audio is all around. Like game volume, the background music. He just blew me a kiss. I'm hoping that means he's not coming with a buddy to smoke me down. That was one of the two that tried to kill me in Oawary. Cool. This guy went with two different aspects. Got air on his weapon and holy on his armor. When you unlock an aspect, it's per character though, by the way. It's not per slot. You can use it on any slot. I know a lot of people get confused about that and ask in new player chat. Cool. Uh-oh, this guy's struggling a little bit. Something died somewhere. I don't remember what I hit. Oh, the Drake. The Drake from at the front when I saw flame. Almost got rank 3 warrior too. That's nice. It would be so easy to stream snipe with 2 people. I hope they don't do that. Can we talk about the pros and cons of Monster Shuffle? Holotip won it twice in the last few months. That's crazy, dude. Very nice. You guys love the Gamba, huh? Take a step, Broham. I won a few things when Monster Shuffle first came out, but I haven't really played it much since. Yep, that makes sense. That's fair. That is responsible of you. I want this guy a little closer to my exits. In case I see reds. I don't want to be up here in this little nook. Though I'm gonna have to move some to not get aggro on the Eldritch. This is a pretty good little grind spot too. That's something I'm trying to learn myself, is like recommendations for people who are asking where to grind at what level, like lower level, whatever archetypes. Not again. Tried to play the Drakes there to make them aggro him, but I kind of whiffed when that one respawned on us. I was dead without resist, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, I recognized that it attacked me, so I just had to get out. Like, I had to use my rope. I can't rope for another minute, 20 seconds now. While I'm in combat, anyway. You only get one in PvP, so you gotta make it count. What do you have? Like, I just dropped parry. Like, that's really the only thing I can stand to drop. Everything else is so necessary. Like, tactics, weapons, chivalry feel like a staple. You need focus for swing speed and accuracy. You need healing and anatomy to stay alive and get your healing codex. Arms Lord is big time DPS, so it's hard to get rid of that. I really can't imagine wanting to use something else. Like, I pretty much have the same type of skill setup on my Dexxers on my main too. Same deal, they're 50% swing speed. 100 skill, 100 wep skill, 100 resist. I use the same thing on the archer. Ready to battle. Yeah, you're pretty much spot on where I'm at. I just traded the parry. Like, give it a go. Hop on test with your exact character. Test center's free. Just hop on test. Like this server. And you can use the go command. I don't know if you've been on test. Go here and set your skills and just try it out. Yes, sir, Vin. Yeah, the go command works on test center, so you can quickly get around to test your stuff. Just to give it a whirl. I just escaped a couple of reds, Vin, and I killed one earlier. Been pretty lucky so far. They're definitely busy. Well, it'll be on YouTube later. I want to finish T3 Discipline, I think, before I end stream. Let's go Aegis. We haven't been here in a minute. Am I good on food? I'm not drunk enough. Oh, I whiffed. This is surprisingly effective, Vin. Like, even at T0, I was doing like Oawary 1, Oawary 2 Liches pretty well. It's a surprisingly high-performing character so far. Just considering the progression. Almost got enough for my third click in Warrior. Finished my self-taught 3 points to go for pressure points. Yeah, I wish I had more casters. I was really enjoying the Lich Magus in Oawary, but I've seen a handful of reds. Kind of annoying. They tried to rope Telly and pin me. Seeing a lot of noobs though. It's really cool. Come on up here. What? Hacks. Hitting me through the floor. Or the window. Pretty solid right here. 48, almost 49% swing speed and 90% accuracy. Using a Varite weapon. Let's see what a Valorite runs. That's a War X. I need large battle. 3K. That's cheaper than what I'm using right now. That might be a play. I might go grab a Valorite axe whenever I get out of here. Wonder if I could do a blood sorcerer. Might go 3. I might just try my luck on 3. I feel like I'm relatively doing okay. Maybe the doppelgangers, blood sorcerers, maybe lesser demons. Try the malform out. Probably get a little bit of scavenging. Make sure I maintain my alch pots. That's like big time, super important, is the 3 alchemy potions. I think that's what's really enabling me to do a lot of what I'm doing. That's something a lot of people either overlook or just don't want to do because it takes effort and money. Let me not get both of those at the same time, please. Honestly, this is pretty solid so far. I'm pretty impressed with how T2 Discipline is doing. Man, he smoked that guy. Yeah, I agree completely, Vin. I think it's a really nice suit. Got good defense. Pretty solid damage for swords in particular. That looks like free essence on the ground that I'm gonna grab here in a second. I want to get out of this death trap in case reds come. Yeah, by default, finishers can only occur when the monster is below 25% HP. I think this threshold increases a flat bonus, so mine would be 29%. But I don't have finishers anyway, so it doesn't matter yet. Hey, look at that. Rank 3 warrior. We cruising. 92% accuracy. I feel like that's pretty solid, handling that guy. He hurts, like we definitely have a lot of incoming damage because I don't have parry, but it's still like it's doable. We still got symbols. We can use our Shiv heal in a pinch. I've only used it once in this series so far, I think. The max self-treatment in the healer codex is so good. Am I lagging? Or server? Oh lord. I'm scared of the blood ellie, dude. The magic damage is really high on those. We'll try it though. Ow. Oh lord, here we go. And he does bleeds on his autos. Almost a 1200 G monster. This is surprisingly solid, man. I'm very impressed with how this character is doing at such an early stage of progression. That was a nasty combo, a little flame strike hit when I was already hurt. That was spicy. Something people don't consider is defense, melee defense. I've actually got quite a lower chance to be hit in general than a lot of people. 100 wep skill helps you not get hit. Focus actually has defense built into it. Not everyone knows that, which is less chance to be hit. And warrior stance has defense as well, which is another 6% chance less to be hit. That's flat. So I don't take a lot of auto attack damage in general. It's like avoidance. It's very good. Now let me go die to this blood demon real quick. Trying to make sure I don't get comboed here. Because he can do like explosion, flame strike, hit, bleed in rapid succession, and I'd be in a bind. That's what I want to hear, more bleeds. My bleeds, not his bleeds. This would be 100% impossible if I wasn't using Alkpots, by the way. He bled me. Time to chill for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Shiv Hill to be safe. This is like an actual battle. That's kind of cool. GG! 1v1, but still pots. That's not bad. Killing blood demons. A little bit of work, but pretty cool. The music is fitting too. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I know 2 demons respawn right here. I don't want to get called out. Noxer might be a cool one to do too at some point. MCD, that'll go. Oh, you know what? I remember I got a core. I got an Artisan core that I never took out of my trapped pouch. Whoops. So we have a little bit of loot on us right now. Gotta get through these starter cure potions. That guy does poison and bleed. That snake is kind of spicy. This is good progress. We're working our way there. Dang, dude. He's almost a 1200 G kill too. This is a really good spot. You think Luthien is going to be annoyed that I'm farming level 3 on a 4-hour-old character? 5 hours? I'm bleeding. I heard it. I'm getting out. GTFO. I don't have the sustain to deal with more incoming damage and the bleeds. Yeah, true. I'm not trivializing it. It is quite a grind to kill a lot of this stuff. That's a lot of incoming damage without parry for sure. Be nice when I get a weapon ability. That's a lot of grind though. It's like 250k worth of saving. He was worth like 43. Get that essence and those gems. It's probably about time to go bank. I do have the MCD and Artisan core. Still. Need to remember to bank those. Hopefully Totem will spit us by the bank. Yep. Context menu here to open the bank box without revealing myself. And look for the pouch that has an item. What? That's a trap pouch. Oops. Well, that revealed myself. I didn't mean to do that. Those two. There's my 50k Artisan core and my 12k MCD. Water distill is not really worth anything. How we doing on food? I'm so good on food. I will eat one anyway. Let's see what a water distillation is worth. Not much, 3k. I'm gonna exchange that water distill for essence. Let me show everybody where that's at. Always evaluate the essence cost versus the item in this situation, but a feature that not everyone knows about is the exchange officer here in Prev. Skill orbs are a very common one people recycle here, or exchange. for 500 essence. But distillations do it as well. So I can get rid of that water distill for 125 arcane essence, and that's pretty good. Considering it's only 2 to 3k. Much rather have that essence. True. Yeah, the MCD is 500 essence. But I feel like these are sometimes a little better than skill orbs. Depends on the time of year, I guess. Right now they're on par with skill orbs. Sometimes they do events or limited time crafts that require a lot of MCDs, and they'll shoot up to like 15k for a brief period. Okay, I was liking the Aegis grind, so I'm gonna restock potions and go back. This is a satchel with a bag of potions I got from Red earlier. See how my durability is. Oh, super good. Super good. Nope, can't taunt without parry. That guy's gray, and he probably looted a corpse. I tend to not interfere with grays, but that guy handled it anyway. Gray is not always bad. Sometimes people go gray because somebody else deserved to have a criminal action upon them. Lightning armor, madness weapon. This guy's living his best life. Fastest way to lower karma? I'm not sure, to be honest. Imagine if you just AFK spam snoop an NPC in town or an AFK person. That's some, but I don't know how far into the negative that'll take you. Yeah, I don't actually know other ways to lower karma, to be honest. Yeah, nice. I like the generic paper doll myself too. The old plain. I don't like bloodworm. Just a small awareness thing. He was luring, unintentionally, a bloodworm toward me. It was not his intent, but if you die in UO, it's your own fault. Doesn't matter what happened. Healer's Codex. Still need 2 more points before I can use that last one. Kinda want the blood element one, not the demon. Oh, he's smoking that demon. That's what a late game guy can do. Yeah, he destroyed that. Then little old me over here. I'll be strong like that when I grow up one day. Look at this nerd. Tier. It's my buddy. Decorator extraordinaire. We are almost to our goal. I need to be paying attention a little bit better and not trying to talk to people. I am not being cheap with the greater heal potions versus this kind of stuff. I'm watching my bandage timers, but if I need a potion, I drink it. You never know when there's like stealth reds around either, waiting on you to get to like 0 HP. Let me chill out for a second. Random UI thing Dexxers might be interested in. Not everyone wants like a screen full of bandage timer going up. One cool thing is your info bars. You can make a second one and label it whatever you want and design it however you want. and make it small and put it like this. And then you have a nice little... Oh wait, that's the HP. Put it on bandage timer. And then you have a nice close by visual. Cool little tip some people enjoy. Ramza invented that one, I think, just by utilizing the main one. But that's a cool little feature that not everyone knows about, that you can have a second info bar. Yeah, he was the innovator on that one. That down with vowels nerd. I don't want it because I already have bandage up here, and that's good enough for me. But just a nice little tip. Yo, we are getting very close. I want this lesser one. Come on around here. Don't take my stuff, Big John. Aw, man, he took the lesser. I can't stop him. He's too powerful. I don't want to fight all the way over there. I don't want to fight this dragon way over there because that's a bad spot to be if reds come. I want to pull it into the lane a little bit so I have some vision and some room to go. I'm listening to audio cues more than anything to know when to dodge those cone abilities or otherwise from various monsters. I am bleeding. I'm aware I'm bleeding. Want to make sure I don't get more than 2 stacks, if at all. Yo, we are cruising. Pretty sure this guy can wreck. Excuse me. He's dangerous if he does his ability. There's a nasty bleed and a root. Yeah, 100%. Ramza. I like Discipline a lot. I'm very impressed with it so far. I think I'm very much a sold advocate of use cheap stuff if you're a new character and don't have a lot of funds. Because after unlocking Void on the Arcane Mage, like immediately upon leveling to 1 on it, I realized how crazy expensive it was going to get and how quickly it was going to get expensive. So I think use top performing cheap aspects on new characters. Yeah, Holy is like the top. Holy and Eldritch is the top price. I think anyone should go unless they're being like bankrolled by a friend or they're sweaty gatherers and they just enjoy gathering all day to sell sulfur or whatever. But I am definitely going to encourage people to consider the cheap but high performing aspects. Okay, I'm bleeding. I need to get out. I don't want to get bled twice. Yeah, I think fire is an awesome option as well, for particularly for swords guys, because it synergizes so nicely with the bleed, of course, but kind of unfortunate where the weapon metas have fallen. I would love to run macing, but the codex is just like so pitiful. I would have ran macing, or I would have ran macing on this particular series if macing had an accuracy stance. But accuracy is so important early on. Warrior just makes sense. Such a great stance. I would much rather be swinging a quarterstaff right now, though, than an axe. I think I'm bled there. Yeah. That was bad. I should have just went around him. Okay. He got hit by the ability, and he melee bled me, so I'm chilling for a second. I just used my close wounds to lower the damage a little bit. Just being mindful of the dots I have on myself. $82 XP. That's 4,100 gold. I didn't see there's a bloodworm down there. I don't want both of these things. I am not that strong. I know, what's that bloodworm doing? Hiding in the darkness. It's a longer stream than I usually do. Started early though, to be honest. Worked, got out of there, went to the gym, got home and wanted to start. So here we are. Go get some sun and some food, and then later I'll work on an aspect overview video for noobs. Talk about each aspect briefly. Like super brief. Hey Sigler. My favorite right now is probably Staff Mage, Arcane Mage, like the series I just did. But I really enjoy a lot of mobility and buttons and active gameplay. My next favorite would be Lightning Archer. You can have one of these, little buddy. I don't need both of them. I'm bleeding. Need to be careful when I'm bleeding, because you can get more bleeding, and that is not good. Is that free? It is. It's free Arcane Essence. I'm bleeding again. I can just tell by the sound. Okay, I'm gonna use a Shiv heal and chill out for just a second. Let this bleed run out. Sigler, I've never actually played a Trapper. Maybe that would be something I could do on my main. Just to try it out. Trapper's very strong though. I have tested it, like I've placed traps and blown stuff up. But I just don't really like the style. No hate on the build though, it's a very strong. I doubt it, man. I think boating is just going to be personal for me, because one, I don't know anything about it. Two, I'm probably going to be in voice with friends learning. And party, because it's very PvP-ish. Thanks, man. Thanks, Woo. I practice. Is this Hollow Man? Guy in bone wrecking stuff. Literally just a G instead of bone. Let me give them some space. How close are we on this aspect? Wonder if I could kill some stuff over here in Papua. Just to change it up. Was that a good rope, Woo? I did it for you. I mean, he saw me earlier in Cavern and did some spinnies and said some things. I don't think his buddies got the memo to leave poor little newbie Wesley alone. I'm not gonna mess with the Pathfinder. That guy is too diseasy. No Pathfinder, please. I want like a caster. No hunters, no pathfinders, please. No fury. I take it back, I don't want to be here. This is dangerous stuff, by the way. Everything in Wildlands is pretty not noob friendly. Maybe Merc fine? Dang it. Don't hit me. Oh no! Hey, I killed one. It was a gamble. It happens. That's why Wilderness is not ideal for a Dexxer. I said that earlier in the stream because they can come preloaded on your screen and you're already injured from fighting stuff. That's alright. 20k! Yo, that paid for itself. That is way more than my gear was worth. Sick. I am gonna run back and see if they were not able to loot. Is my horse dead? Yes. Let's grab a couple rope, couple bandages, and go see if we can grab our stuff or not. Gotta try to figure out how to get where I just was. Do you have a death mark on your map anywhere? You punks. GG. GG. No sweat. That's why we bought 4 sets of gear. And we made money on that anyway, 20k. I do still want to just finish my discipline, which is like, what's 7 times 50? 350. So I get another armor suit, an armor crate. I'm gonna need a new robe. I need a new satchel. Oh, I'm gonna need some empty bottles. And trap pouches. Yeah, wilderness farming without tracking is really, really dangerous, because from what you just saw, they both ran up. They knew where I was because they have tracking, and they were preloaded with explosions. If I was more injured, I would have died instantly. Is there not a mage here? There is a mage, here we go. Is there an alchemist? Because I actually need alchemy pots. Empty bottles. This is why you need a shelf eventually, so you can restock instantly. Just set up a loadout. Like this. And you can even set it up to have like full suit of armor, so you're ready to go with the click of a button. I have a video on why I think the shelf is the first expensive item people should go for. It's like 400k-ish. Huge quality of life. I still need more bottles. Apparently I carry a lot of potions. Is that everything? I'm still a wee bit drunk. Oh, Taylor. I want another robe. Is that it? A little bit more alcohol. There's some random monsters up here, just outside of town. I only need like 350G. There's usually some snowy monsters of some sort. Unless they got rid of the spawn? Question mark. Maybe not. Maybe no more. Hey, there's something. That'll do it. Once I kill this, I will be ready to upgrade. Decent progress towards our next goals. GG. I think that's going to do it. We'll pick up from there on the next one.